You've done the work to repair your biological engine. You're waking up after 8 hours of rest, fully hydrated, and feeling a level of physical vitality you haven't felt in years. But the moment you sit down to start the job hunt, that energy hits a wall. You find yourself staring at a blank screen, unable to send even a single email. Even with a rested body, the prospect of a complete career transition is enough to trigger a high-alert anxiety response in your nervous system. You spend hours researching and planning, trying to find the perfect strategy. It feels like progress, but it's actually analysis paralysis, a refusal to execute because the fear of making a mistake has become a barrier. Physical optimization provides the fuel, but that energy is wasted if it's immediately consumed by unmanaged psychological panic. This is where the Evergreen Professional perspective changes the approach. A mentor who has navigated these transitions recognizes that this paralysis isn't a character flaw. Often, it's actually your intelligence working against you. Your ability to see the complexity of the market is the very thing keeping you stationary. To move forward, you must understand that your mind is effectively split into two competing systems. Think of this massive weight as the emotional elephant. When faced with the sheer scale of a career pivot, its instinct is to freeze these two systems rather than trying to force the mind into submission. The guide uses a 3-step blueprint designed to stop this internal conflict and get both systems moving in the same direction. The first step is to shrink the change. By removing the massive end goal from your immediate field of vision, the emotional elephant no longer feels like it's standing at the base of an impossible mountain. Next, the rider needs a clear map. We take those complex, intimidating ambitions and fracture them until only a single, isolated action remains. A vague goal like networking is too broad. Instead, we define a micro-win, leaving one strategic comment on a target company's post. Finally, you smooth the path by clearing your workspace of digital friction and distractions before you even open your laptop. This specific process replaces the biological threat of a massive journey with the psychological safety of a single, manageable step. The challenge is simple. Execute that one specific win and shut the screen. Train your brain to recognize the completion of a goal. When the next step is too small to be threatening, the brain's alarm system stays quiet. The elephant moves because the path looks safe, and the rider finally has a clear signal to follow. These individual blocks stack day by day. What begins as a single comment or email builds into a compounding curve of results that carries you toward your goal. Without this tactical shift, the cycle of overthinking continues, leaving you exhausted by the idea of work without actually producing any results. Career momentum is built through the accumulation of these small, predictable actions. You've now addressed the biological engine and the psychological hurdles that keep most applicants stuck. From here, we move to the external strategies, using inbound networking to bring recruiters to you and leveraging artificial intelligence to handle your repetitive tasks. Subscribe to join the movement as we help you transition from an exhausted applicant into an evergreen professional. We will see you in the next video.